It's got to be loud.
What's up, everybody? This is DJ Momami. You are now tuned into the Vintage House Show, streaming on WNUR 89.3 FM and HD1 Evanston, Chicago.
What up? Let's go on live.
Oh,
WR. Turn that on. What's up, Vintage House family? You are at the Vintage House Show, the Spotlight with DJ Introduce. And clearly, we've got some feedback, I think. But guys, welcome. Thank you all so much for coming on. I'm gonna throw this down here, and it's gonna be a fantastic hour of house music.
yes. So, thank y'all once again for tuning into the Vintage House Show. You're tuned into WNUR 89.3 FM and HD1 Evanston, Chicago. I'm your host, DJ Momami, and I am so excited to have DJ Sky Jetta joining us. So, as you know, this is the spotlight where we like to honor and showcase talent, and but especially some of the younger talent. And so, super excited to have Sky Jetta here because she's from Detroit, and I feel like when it comes to house, Detroit is truly the sister city. So, Sky Jetta, welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you for having me.
So, why don't you tell us how long have you been a DJ and tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Okay, I am Sky Jetta. I've been DJing for about, I would say, between 7 to 8 years, maybe. I'm from Detroit, and I currently live in Chicago. Let's go, Chicago! And yeah, I love house music. Chicago is known for the house music. Detroit's known for techno, but they both made me who I am in the DJ world. So I like to call myself the techno house girl DJ.
Yes, tell me about some of the sounds because I know because Sky Jet is my girl. Her dad was a DJ. Tell me about some of the sounds you heard growing up that kind of influenced you and inspired you.
I heard a lot of funk growing up. I heard, of course, a lot of old school, a lot of Earth, Wind, and Fire, a lot of ghetto tech, which is something that originates from Detroit. It's a spin on house music, but a little raunchier. But yeah.
Yeah, so let's because also on top of being a DJ, Sky Jetta also produces. So talk about because she did this remix that she sent it to me, and I was like, girl, this is off the chain. Like this is really good, and it was house influence, but it had a kind of a modern flair, a modern sound to it. Talk about the process of being producing and implementing these house fusions.
So with me, I'm a big fan of producers like um, Missy Elliott and Dark Child. So like with a lot of my house music, I like to play around with different weird sounds.
Mm.
You'll probably hear more of that once I start releasing more of my like remixes and my own original production. But I do have a song, well, not a song, but like a remix called Milky. It's a tribute to Milkshake by Police.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pharrell, which is another producer that I really look up to. But yeah, I like to manipulate different early 2000 songs and just make them how I would, appreciate to hear it in a house track.
Yeah. So when you think of house, like what are some of those elements that you're like, this is what I really want to include, or you talked about some of those weird sounds. What are those weird sounds you're talking about?
Like it can be as simple as like real sounds, like the door closing or
Right.
birds chirping or the sound of vinyl. Like I like to add a little bit of texture to most of my production. Um, yeah,
I think house music definitely is all about that texture where you will have these like door creaking sounds or
yeah,
just like this one sound on
something
a
random.
loop. Right. But it's like you put it in a loop, you throw some like,
Uh-huh.
kicks under it and you're like, hold on,
Yep.
I might have something.
Them
So
kicks got to be funky and fat too.
okay, yes. And I remember right before pandemic, COVID and everything, the lockdown, me and Sky Jetta were in the studio and we were working on a juke track and I want to hear because we're from the same generation where
Mhm.
juke and I think y'all call it jit, right? It's
Yeah, so Chicago calls it juking. No, is it juking? Yeah. Okay. Chicago calls it juking. we call it jitting. Yeah. No. We're talking about footwork.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So we call it jitting, and he's right.
And I think, the reason I bring this up is because, we were working on this track together and it flowed so organically. And to me, juke and footwork and the jit sound, I think that's all kind of the grandchild of house and of these sounds and of these like really fast sped up beats. And it was just really cool to be able to, like, even though we're from two totally different places, like it was like the same language.
Yeah. Yep. Just different words.
Right. And so, who are like some house artists or like some people you look up to either from back in the day or even now, like some new producers or DJs you turn to that you're like, yeah, that when I think of house, this is what I think of.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a story time. I don't know.
Yes, come on. We
okay.
have all the time for you, Sky Jetta.
So I would probably say like 5 years ago, probably 5 years ago. I worked at Zara. I was a college student, and of course, I had a little side job.
Of
I was
course.
working at Zara, and at Zara, we would have like playlists, and in one of those playlists, there was an artist named Josh Milan, and he's a Chicago house artist. And yeah, when I first heard Josh Milan, child, I was not supposed to have my phone on that Zara floor, but I had to go get my phone so I can pull out Shazam so I can get the name of this track. I did not get the name of that track, unfortunately. But however, I don't know how, but I ended up finding Josh Milan.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like one of my favorites. It's like a soulful house artist too.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, I love that soulful house. So you said Josh
Milan.
Okay.
Mila.
Is he younger dude, older dude, or?
Oh, he's probably like I don't like to put ages on people,
right, but
he's
for generation wise.
Yeah. He's like older. He's like in the mom and pop.
Got you. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, I'm big whenever I play house music. It does more often than not. It is like throwback or like some of these like OG producers that were making some really good cuts in like 2008. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So or like from the 90s to 2008. Are there any like modern producers who you can think of that are like you're like you kind of like what they're doing with sound, or you feel like they're making house music that sound their own?
I would say Kate Trinata is
for sure.
That. Kate Trinata is definitely doing that. I have a homie. He's actually from Detroit. His name is Black Gold. He does that really well.
Okay, Black Gold. Come on, shout out to that.
He's going nuts with it. Mochi just dropped some dope dope remix.
Okay.
But yeah, like Kate Trinata, he has it. Kate Trinata's dope. Sango has his
for
vibes.
sure.
Yeah.
The saxophone. I will say one thing I love about house, and when I think of these older tracks, was how they really had these these really good live instruments.
Like, yes.
The saxophone just going nuts for 3 minutes straight, like over some kicks.
Yeah, that's definitely facts, and that's kind of why I fell in love with Josh Milan and his sound, because it's like real instruments and like real soulful singers. Like these are like those church singers. Like this is our real voices.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
I mean, when I think of house music, I definitely think of like these just large vocals that fill the track, and they could be saying the same few phrases over and over again, but it's this how it's sung and how the voice expands.
Yeah, and I would say about Josh Milan, I keep saying his name.
Yeah, shout out to him.
But with him, like, it's a full song. I'll actually play some of his tracks tonight.
Yes, okay.
But it's like full songs. Has like the verse, the chorus, and everything like that. Not too repetitive, but yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm glad you brought it up. What can we look forward to tonight? When you're mixing a house set or when you're prepping for a house set, what are some of those sounds you gravitate to?
I like a lot of remixes.
Okay. I love a good like flip, like a modern flip or something.
Yes.
You find it on SoundCloud or like somewhere on YouTube. It only has like 50 views.
Right. Yeah, and I'll actually probably drop something that I flipped tonight.
Oh.
Look out for Milky, like I was saying earlier. It's a flip of Police Milkshake. Yeah.
Okay, and so, you talked about how your dad was a funk kind of a funk DJ. Do you feel like there's some of those funky influences that some of the funky house influences?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. I definitely have like a crate full of like funk house. Like I have a flip of September by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Oh,
That is super fire. I might drop it tonight.
I'm excited for this mix. And so really quick, we've got about 5 more minutes before Sky Jetta's gonna bless the CDJs or the turntables.
Yes.
I want to talk about your journey as a DJ and implementing not just house but other sounds. What has this journey, especially in the pandemic and stuff, what has this DJ journey been like for you?
It has been eye opening. Besides DJing, I've got a lot of rest. Because the years before, I was just hopping on flights and just going to different cities and working and not taking a break. But besides the relaxation part, I just kind of realized that, DJing is kind of what you make it. Like seeing people get on different Twitch and virtual sites to still do what they love, like it kind of inspired me a lot to like keep going and finding creative ways to keep pursuing my passion without knowing like, okay, when are we going to actually go back into these regular days,
right? These venues packed
and
at capacity, and capacity is like 300.
Right, exactly, right. So it was it was an eye opener.
I definitely feel that where I think like you're right. Like it was before, it was just so back to back, and there wasn't much of course I try to practice all the time, but it was really just kind of like going from gig to gig. Where I feel like once the pandemic hit, I had a chance to like discover new sounds, listen to these different DJs, and I was definitely Shazamming a lot. I to this day I Shazam a lot during those Twitch streams, and I'm always finding out about different DJs in different parts of the world, the nation, and it definitely, I feel like it has been an inspiring time. If that's what you were looking for.
Yeah, I feel like people got really creative. Yeah.
I also saw people start doing things that I hadn't really done before. Like maybe I'd only seen them at a few events, and they were doing kind of like the Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B. But then I tuned into their Twitch, and they were doing something totally different. I was like, whoa, I love that.
You know why that is? I would say it's because us DJs, we get to different venues and we kind of like scope the crowd, and we're like, okay, this is what I have to do tonight. But like when you're in your own setting and your own comfort, you get to like really play what you like.
Yeah.
Because like you can't really see what's going on the other side of the screen, of you DJing and stuff while you're virtually DJing, which is another downer because it's like you really can't catch that vibe,
that energy,
that energy. You can't read no crowd, but at the same time you do get to do what you want to do.
And I think that's exactly. It's like people are tuning in, and you're in your house, and it's like you're just kind of inviting people in to something. It feels a bit more intimate,
Yeah.
And so, how have you liked the live streaming vibes?
I like it a lot. It is a lot of headache when it comes down to
the technical stuff.
The technical stuff. Oh God, make sure you have good Wi-Fi, because if you don't, but besides that, it's pretty cool. I like the creativeness. I like having my own quote unquote events at my own crib.
Right.
I like setting my own vibe, my own background.
Yeah, you don't have to like go out in the cold and carry all this stuff. Like you just get
You're
from the bathroom to your studio room. Right.
You're at home, but sometimes I'm still late to my own live stream.
Because you know what, time is a construct, and like you said, when it's from your house, it's different.
It's comfy. That's also a good thing.
Well, Sky Jetta, please drop your tags. Like, where can we follow you? Where can we support you?
Yeah, everything is Sky, SKY, Jetta, like the Volkswagen. Jetta, Sky Jetta, that's on everything. Yeah.
Dope. Well, Sky Jetta, thank you so much for chatting. Let's get into this mix. Like Sky Jetta said, we can expect some mixes, some flips. I personally am also a flip heavy house DJ. I love finding like just random, I would never have guessed someone to flip this, but here it is and it's good. And the thing I think I love most about flips is how like you can just like even if like you know the words, so you're gonna sing along, and it's to this comfy house vibe. So I'm really excited. Let me go ahead and get this sound going. You're listening to the sounds of DJ Sky Jetta.
boys and little girls, yeah. So much work for you to do. Children of the world, you have to stay strong. We can't wait on tomorrow, 'cause tomorrow may never come. Yeah, we need you, children of the world. You're the only ones to save us, children of the world.
You love me, you're special, you're different, and loving. Time you keep me on my feet, happily, excited, not the balloon. Your face, your smile, your dancing. You hold me, you hold me, you tease me. You please me, you scare me, give me something to think about, ignite me, you invite me, you polite me, you love me, you like me, you excite me, you hold me, you hold me, you tease me, you please.
all day that you watch, you stare. Your love is my fantasy, so rare. And every night when I sleep in bed, I think about the sounds you make, the things you say. No matter what I do, I can't get you out of my head. Yeah. There's a world out there, and I choose you instead.
Oh my god, yes. Let me get my diary. Hold on. It's summertime shy for real though.
It's time for the percolator. It's time for the percolator. Percolator.
Hey, 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 hey.
Don't want to feel you, don't want you on my mind. Don't want to feel you, don't want you on my mind. Don't want to feel you, don't want you on my mind, on my mind, on my mind, mind. Would I leave if you were everything I wanted you to be? When I saw what you did, who you were with, got me questioning the things that I believe. So I ask myself, do I let you go? Do I keep you in the frame of my mind? Now I'm growing wise to those sugarcoated lies. Nothing sweet about my misery.
superstitious. Writings on the wall. Very superstitious. Letters about to fall. 13-month-old baby. Broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck. With the things in your past. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition.
How's it sounding?
Some people live their lives in masquerade. Never knowing
The last 5 years did come copyright.
day to day.
Oh no.
There was so many likes.
But I've known since I was a girl that I am the queen. Yeah, I don't know what they say that I choose to take. This who know to be.
About like 18. Like 18.
For me, I Ooh, she got me doing the dishes. Anything she want for some kisses. I kick it for when she gets hungry. How she doing this acting like she want me? She counting off all my homies, even all of my other bonus. She ain't even my main lady. Y'all been thinking about it lately. Man, she really don't deserve me. All she wanna do is hurt me. So I gotta get away from her. But now I'm living quickly. She came and trying to get me. Taking everything with me. Give me some proof and I might just chill. But I'm the type that like to light it up a joint like Cypress Hill. I still do be spit noogies when I puff on it. I got some flux on it, but it ain't enough on it. Don't get the F, the T, I, D, E, F. Nevertheless, I smell a fresh, rolling joints like a cigarette. Like a cigarette. Rolling joints like a cigarette. Like a cigarette. Rolling joints like a cigarette. See, I'm riding high. See, I'm riding high. See, I'm riding high. See, I'm riding high. I got five on it. With the four that get me. I got five on it. Nothing with that and no weed. I got five on it. Got me stuck that I know that. I got five on it. I'm gonna let go up on time. Exactly the place. Whenever I get up, don't press the boogie down. Put the boogie on my hand. Think I'm a hundred in that hand, but just on club so fast. It's gonna be running in my head. Boogie, boogie, get the later. They got a picture that I will expect them to look at the station. And I'm ready to get my own thing for free. They don't know get it.
I'm up in the best place. Just to us, I'm sure you'll be amazed. Big fun to be packed by everyone. It's to you, surely can be done. I do what I'm told. Just one try, and you will be sold. It's all I'm free. They're doing it like today. We're somewhere. Oh, we're down.
Keep thinking, why can't she be like you? Someone scheming, I can't go on like this. Believing that her love is true. Oh, standing on the dance floor, she tricking. You are all I want, girl. She's a chicken. We might be together, but love is missing. Girl, I'm on you. So what do we do? Let's go somewhere and get it on tonight. Get it on. I got a girl, but you look good tonight. You look so good. It's one on one tonight. You bet tonight. Girl, and it's all right. Let's go somewhere and get it on tonight. Get it on. Don't have to be alone tonight. It's one on one tonight. Yeah. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, gang, gang. Gucci gang. That's it, my girl. Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang. Spread their racks on new chain. My bitch love do cocaine. I put a bitch talking my name. I can't bob in the wedding ring. Rather go and bob on my name. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Those are titles that you're. I think that word's fine though. Well, I think that word's fine. After hours. I'm so fine.
words
uh,
over here real quick before
you
you
can
end.
follow Sky Jetta at SkyJetta on all socials.
You
Sky,
killed it, Sky
Sky
Jetta.
Jetta, talk
That
to
was
us really quick.
awesome.
Talk to us. What was that? What was that like for you?
It was fun. I had so much fun. A lot of it.
You
I
killed it.
I was definitely hearing those mashups in there.
Oh yeah, like I told you, I was gonna play Milky. I definitely did tonight.
So much old school music in there, Sky Jetta. How old are you? How did you know these songs,
So
man?
I just turned 25 this year. My dad actually is a DJ himself.
Oh, nice. What's your dad's name? Give him a shout out.
Shout out to DJ Tony Rock. What up,
Come on,
guys?
Tony
Tony
Rock,
Rock.
yes. What a great job. He is the best dad ever. I can see that now.
But yeah, Sky Jetta, thank you so much for being on the show. Can you remind us one more time, where can we follow and support you?
Oh yeah, thank you for having me. You can follow me at Sky Jetta. That's SkyJetta. That is on everything. And yeah, thank you guys.
And where can we have stream some of your mixes?
On SoundCloud is downloadable. Milky Sky Jetta.
Okay.
Like that. And yeah, I have a few other mixes on there too on SoundCloud. That is at Sky Jetta. Yep.
Dope. Well, thank you so much, Sky Jetta. That wraps up another episode of the Vintage House Show Spotlight. I'm your host, DJ Mo Mommy, signing off.
Wow. Awesome.
So I got you up. I got you up whenever you're ready.
Sorry.
Oh,
No,
should,
you're totally
should I